huge shout out to Ta0myo for beating the Link's Awakening Switch 80% world record. This is going to be a reaction to his whole run. I've asked him if I could react to his run, and he said yes. So that's what we're gonna do today. As many of you know, I've had this world record for a long time. I actually looked it up. I got my first world record in this category was April 19, 2023. So, and he beat it April 25, 2025. So I've had it for over 2 years. It's kind of insane. And I'm so happy to see that it was finally beaten. And huge shout outs and huge GG's to Ta0myo. I will link his Twitch channel and his YouTube channel in the description on the YouTube video. So you go check that out. He's a amazing player, and you're gonna see it very soon. He does stuff that is just completely incredible. Yeah, so let's go right into the run in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, sorry. Yes, I'm also gonna explain a few things in the run. Obviously, when you speedrun Switch games, you wanna close the game and boot it up again before every single run. It's just because so load times will be consistent. Because load times will be a lot faster if you already loaded up the game. If you go back to the main menu, basically. Obviously, the beginning of this game is very, like, linear. We still don't have a huge skip. I wonder when that's gonna happen. But we still don't have a huge skip in the beginning. So we obviously have to pick up the shield, like he does here. And you have to go to the beach and pick up the sword. So I wonder... I thought, honestly, that we would find eventually some skip for this, or some sequence break, but it's pretty... The game's pretty solid in the very beginning here. So... As of the full route and everything, since I got the world record, it hasn't really changed that big. No huge, like, discoveries or anything, but he does, and we're gonna get to it, but he does a trick a lot faster than what I did, so it saves him like 35 seconds. And we're gonna get to that, and it's amazing. He's been really putting in the grind and the practice on that trick, which I didn't do, because I thought it was almost impossible to do, but he's been showing that it definitely isn't impossible, and I'm really happy he put in the work. As you can see, we picked up the sword now. And you're completely forced to do this. Obviously, the sword is very useful, and we're gonna go in and do, like, the normal stuff. Like, in this game, every single category is exactly the same in the beginning. If you do 80%, 100% glitchless, the first, like, 5-6 minutes, it's just absolutely the same. You can't really change anything. Yet. It might happen. Eventually, it might happen. I really hope it's gonna happen. But, like, there are some things in this run or category that are really solid. Like, the programmers really made sure that you had to do this beginning. Oh, I think... I didn't mention that, but he's actually doing a different route than what I'm doing in the beginning. It's not that different, but the rupee route is different. I think he's doing that. We're gonna get to it. So obviously, we have to pick up this mushroom. If you play this game casually, you have to pick up this mushroom. You have to deliver it to the witch. Get the powder tarin, so you can get to the chest north in the mystery woods. So you can pick up the tail key, like the dungeon key for dungeon number 1, and then go into dungeon number 1. I mean, so far he's playing pretty well. I can see that his gold here, his best is 559. So I think we are actually doing the same route. I'm actually not sure. You know, I haven't played this category in close to 2 years, so I might be a little bit rusty with the details. But we'll see. Yes, as I said, he has to go here and pick up the powder from the witch here. And again, you're completely forced to do this. There is no way to get into dungeon number 1 without doing this. Because let's say there was a way, we could pick up powder inside of dungeon 2. You have this flying powder, a 10-pack powder inside of dungeon 2. So if we could skip this sequence, we could just pick up powder inside of dungeon 2. But yeah, we can't skip the sequence, which is annoying. But maybe one beautiful day, we'll see. I kind of like his damage boosts there. Oh, that was a cool... Wait. That was pretty cool. I haven't seen that one before. So he slashed and get pushed? Wow. That is pretty cool. I actually haven't seen that before. I like that strat. So damage boost can really help you, like, increase your movement speed in this game. Yo, Mope, what's up? I have to unfollow because you lost on the record. Yeah. It is what it is. Hope you're doing good, Mope. And welcome on in. Yeah, so here we have the D1 key. Which we are completely... We would have been forced to get this either way, because there's no way to enter dungeon number 1 without it. You can't clip into the dungeon or anything, it's impossible. But so far, so good. So moving on here. But Mulp, on that, like, a lost world record, I think it's so cool, because this has really given me a huge motivation to come back to this category. I haven't had any reason to play this game. I mean, I've done everything I wanted to do in this game. But now, yeah, things have changed. Yeah, so as you can see, guys, like, in the beginning here, it's just a walking simulator, really. You try to, just like you did in the woods there, you try to speed up your movement speed in a couple places by getting damage boosts or just really optimizing your corners and stuff, but there's not really that much you can do. Eventually we'll get Pegasus boots, but yeah. It's sad to lose a world record, but it's a lot of motivation. Exactly. I honestly, I thought I would be more sad, but I'm actually just really happy. I feel like Ta0myo really deserves this. He's been putting in so much hard work for this world record, and I feel like so deserved. I don't even feel sad about it, to be honest. I feel like it's a good thing. So, and just like you said, it has been putting a lot of motivation. That I didn't have, like, just a couple of weeks back. I had no motivation coming back to this category, but suddenly I have it. Here we do a setup just to make sure we are not getting hit by that what, buzzer? What are those guys called? Yeah, whatever. Can he do this room? Yeah, clean. Pretty good. Honestly, doing what he does there, I'm struggling with this. So, yeah, he's been grinding ever since August 2023, I think. Mulp. So he's been grinding for a long time. So it's like 1 year and like 8-9 months. It's a long time. He really deserved this. And I'm so happy for him. And now we got the feather, guys. So feather is like... You are absolutely... The whole game builds on this item. We absolutely need the feather. And we need it immediately. He does this room perfectly. That's awesome. He also stands... So as you can see here, he stands to the right here. So he's really optimizing a lot of small stuff here. You like... It's very easy to, like, just stand on the middle of this plate, but you can stand more to the right and still pick up the key. I think you can even be more right here, a little bit more right, but not by much, and still pick up the key and just move right immediately. Small optimizations. I love to see it. Oh! Any percent? Actually, any percent? Massive. I hope you do, Mulp. I hope you do. This is such a cool category. It's a very hard category, but it's, yeah, amazing category. I love all the tricks and stuff we do. Oh, he locked up that lock very early. That was really good. Let me know how that goes, Smolp, and let me know if you have any questions, if you struggle with a trick or anything. I'd be happy to help. Because I'm picking up this category again. I'm de-rusting right now. I've been missing this category. It's just early D6 I haven't missed, but it is what it is. Alright. How's he gonna deal with this guy? Yeah, clean. Clean balls fight. So, this next boss, or next boss, the first boss, I usually call him Trolldorm, because this guy is just... It's a lot of RNG with this fight. He can just very easily knock you off to one of the corners, and you will fall down, and the run is basically dead. If that happens, you lose 30 seconds. So let's see if Trolldorm is nice in this run. Yeah, pretty clean. Pretty good. I think maybe he could have barely gotten it if he was playing more aggressively, but that's completely fine. The downside with playing aggressively is that he can very easily knock you down and then you lose a run. You already run no Hunting Warp, so I have to learn Hunting Warp. Let's go. Let's go move. I mean, Hunting Warps. Yeah, I mean, Hunting Warps are... They definitely take some practice, but you get used to them. It's like... And obviously, like... The D2 Hunting Warp, but we're coming up to the D2 Hunting Warp. It depends on which strat you do. But you can either make it easy for yourself or hard for yourself. And D8, you have infinite retries. The only Hunting Warp that is pretty tricky, in my opinion, is D7 Hunting Warp. But you, at least with D7 Hunting Warp, you don't have to, in a marathon setting, you don't have to get the perfect frame. You can get either, there's a 3-frame window, so that makes that trick a lot better. The only downside to D7 Hunting Warp is obviously you only have one try. Okay, so now we're gonna do a pretty cool trick. It's not really very hard, but it's a little bit of RNG. Obviously, this run is gonna have good RNG since it didn't reset. Obviously, this is world record, what we're gonna do right now, very soon, is called... Sorry. It's called a like launch. So you get swallowed by a like in a perfect position, and then the Kuko will slide over to the tree, and when the like spits you out, the Kuko will actually push Link onto the trees area. It's a very interesting trick. So at least he didn't have a horrible RNG. That's good. So you can see the Kuko is like sliding. It's kind of hard to see, I think. But you can see the Kuko is like sliding between the like and the tree. And that pushes Link onto the trees here. And then you can enter D2 early. So what this skips, it skips a lot of stuff. It skips saving Bow Wow. Saves a lot of time. It's not really the hardest trick, but it's one of the easier tricks in the run. But yeah, pretty cool trick. Oh, he actually he splits differently than me. Oh, he slashes there to avoid the soul, or the buzzer or whatever. That's interesting. Because that buzzer will be in your way otherwise. Okay, so you saw right now that he did not pick up the key there. And then I already know which setup he's gonna do. And I've seen him, he never swapped them. Because I've seen in his runs that he goes for the old 1 in 3 setup for the D2 Hunting Warp. Which is completely fine. I haven't talked to Ta0myo on why he doesn't do the 1 in 2, 1 in 4 that I do. There are obviously benefits and you know, like downsides to both of them. The upside to the 1 in 3 that Ta0myo does here is that it actually isn't. If you get the 1 in 3 compared to the 1 in 2, the 1 in 3 is actually faster. It saves like a couple of seconds. Downside is obviously there's a 1 in 3 chance. There's a 33% chance of getting the right throw. Another upside to the setup right here is that it's very, very easy to do. It's completely free. You will never miss the setup. It's very, very easy to do. That's a huge downside to the other setup. The 1 in 2, the 1 in 4 route that you can do. It's a completely different setup, but the RNG is better unless you get this mysterious early tile thing that we don't know about. Or don't know why it happens, basically. But again, like this setup that Ta0myo does is very easy to do. And also, he can now, since he knows that he's going through the dungeon to pick up the L1 bracelet, he can just pick up the key now, as you can see. Which is something that if you do the other one that I do, the 1 in 2, 1 in 4, you actually have to pick up that key immediately. Because you don't know if you're going to get the 1 in 2 or 1 in 4 out inside of this dungeon. If you want to know more about this, you can check out my channel. I have a tutorial on the 1 in 2, 1 in 4 Honix Warp routes. You can also check out my stream because I'm going to continue to do the 1 in 2, 1 in 4. But there are definitely like upsides and downsides to both strats. Let me see if we can get the optimal fight here. The optimal fight here is decently tricky. Ah, sad. Well, that was still not bad, but yo, Jimmy, what's up? Thank you so much for the good luck. Hope you're doing well. You will use 1 in 1. I gotta see that. I gotta see that move. Imagine if there is a 1 in 1 setup that we haven't found yet. I don't think it is. Like, honestly, I don't think it is. But I think 1 in 2 is like a blessing. I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. I've been having a cold, a really like tough cold for the past like 4 or 5 days. But it's been getting better today. Yeah, and I didn't talk about this. Now he uses this autosave mechanic. Oh, he picks up this chest. Interesting. I see, I see. Now has 55 rupees. He needs rupees to buy bombs. Okay. So that was the 1 in 3 route, and he obviously got it. But there's a 33% chance of getting a run going past D2, basically, with that. First try, that is. Obviously, you can retry it as many times as you want with the time loss. So far, so good. I mean, a 1538. I should have checked out what my times are, but it's been so long I can't remember. Okay, getting into the shop. Let's see if he can steal. Let's see if he can be a master thief. Well, first he's gonna be an honest citizen, like we are. Oh, he only buys 1 set of bombs. I thought he bought more, but I've been playing so much glitchless, and then we buy 30. Interesting. Cool. That's really cool, Jimmy. Or it's sad that you don't have a Wi-Fi at the house, but it's cool that you're at your dad's now and you can actually have Wi-Fi. By the way, Jimmy, we're currently picking up another competition, so stay tuned. I'm gonna talk more about it after this run. Okay, guys, now we're gonna do the villa skip. Let's see how he does this. This is a decently hard trick, to be honest. Oh, he does a different setup here. Cool. Is this faster? I haven't seen this setup before. Or maybe I have, but I've completely forgotten about it. So it goes like that. Yeah. I don't know which one is faster, to be honest. And I also don't know why he slashes the the pincer, but I guess there's nothing wrong about that. And that's Velo skip, guys. So now we can pick up the key and skip the Canal Castle and just dig here and pick up the key immediately, which is insanely quick. You got a PC at your dad's. Let's go. Let's go, Jimmy. That's awesome. For Twitch, I mean, obviously, it's a lot better to play with a to watch Twitch with a PC. I mean, built all by yourself. Let's go, dude. Let's go. That's awesome. I've actually never built a PC by myself, not fully at least. That sounds fun. Yeah, so soon, guys, we're gonna be done with a walking simulator, because in this dungeon we're gonna get Pegasus boots. Sorry, I still have a cold. He lost a lot of time to his PB there. Did he mess up anything that I missed? No, can't really think of anything. That was a good room, by the way. Skadoosh. 4 enemies in 1 hit. Let's go. So in this dungeon, we're gonna do one like pretty big trick, but that's about it. Well, we're gonna do it 2 times, but or Ta0myo is gonna do it 2 times. Only took 5 hours, but worth it in the end. Let's go, dude. Let's go. I bet. And he actually, I just realized, he actually jumps with X. I just can't fathom that. I can't. How can you jump with the X button? But whatever works for you, Ta0myo. Okay, let's see if we can get it. This is just the first, like, part of the trick. We're gonna do this again. And this is the easier part too. It's a shame that he picked up the acorn, but it's not a huge time loss. It's like maybe 2 seconds. Oh, it does the jump, the cutting the corner there. I like it. Let's go. That's cool. All right, Pegasus boots. Pegasus boots. Jump has to be on Y. Yeah, it's invalid. It is. I agree. That's a new rule. Yeah, but I've also seen other people actually jump with X, and I just, yeah, I cannot explain that. How can you do that? But again, whatever works for you, right? And here he actually reloads the area. That is not a mistake. He does it to spawn these guys again, because if you don't do that, they will spawn when you're supposed to do this trick right here. That's when this screen will be full of gels now, which will prevent you from doing this trick. So this is a decently hard trick. Oh, he does it completely different than me. But it works. Let's go. That skips a lot of stuff. That skips like, yeah, obviously it skips like the 4 key blocks. It skips fighting the mini-boss. Yeah, it skips a lot of stuff. Maybe Feather on X is faster. Imagine. Creates less lag or something. That would have been the most stupid thing ever. Alright. I actually died. So this boss is generally not the most scary boss. But, can definitely die to I've died to this boss many times. But obviously, as you can see, Ta0myo has a lot of health here, so he played it more safely than I usually do. I don't pick up health. See, that's what I'm talking about. He lost 2 hearts here. I would have been dead in this situation. I would have been dead because I never pick up hearts. I guess I'm just not that smart. I should do it. I want to save that half a second so I don't pick it up. Okay, so far so good. Pretty good run so far. Now, the thing is, Now the hard stuff really begins. Like now we're talking. Like we got D4 coming up, and we got the hardest trick. After D4, we got the hardest trick that I've ever learned in any Zelda game. And Ta0myo is a beast at that trick. I actually can't remember the route here. I've been playing too much other categories. I've been playing 100% and glitchless and, yeah, other stuff after I did any percent runs. But I think you go... Do you pick up the warp for a seasonal mansion? I'm not sure, actually. I don't think you do. No, you don't. You go up here. Yeah. Oh, you do the... you get Ocarina now? Yeah, yeah. That's how rusty I am. The 80% route in this game has a completely unique route. Which is decently expected. Oh, I think he's talking about Wind Waker and the girl in Wind Waker. I'm not sure, but I think so. Oh yeah, you pick up these rupees instead of... yeah, that's right. We pick up 100 rupees here, and we pick up 2 100 rupees inside of D6. Yeah, again, like the N% route is completely unique in this category. For other categories, we actually pick up the 300 rupee inside of D3. But it actually saves a tiny bit of time to do this in N%, that's why we do it. Oh, actually dash us there. Yeah, I'm still Thorn if dashing or walking on that screen is faster. I did the timing and it's like 1 frame. One of the strats saves or loses 1 frame to the other, and I couldn't get it like fully consistent, so do whatever you want, I guess. And it picks up medicine now. Let's go. So the reason why we pick up medicine here is because, so medicine in this game is like having a fairy in like another Zelda game. It revives you when you're dead, right? Or when you die. The reason why we pick up medicine is not because of safety strat. We're picking it up to do the D7 Hynix Warp at the very end of the run. Because for that particular Hynix Warp, we need to take damage and die and get revived. And that will... that is a part of the setup to make it work. Okay. Ooh, if he got it there, that would have been so clean. That would have been so fast, but he missed it. Oh. Ah, sad. Well, this is a time loss. Okay, got it now. Let's go. It's not a huge time loss. Maybe like 15 seconds or something. It's not a. I think I messed that up in my run as well. Yo, Gilded, what's up? Hope you're doing well. How are you, Gilded? Okay, we're inside of D4. D4 is a pretty tricky dungeon. This trick is way harder than it looks. I hate this trick. It's very hard to do it fast. If you do it slow, it's like fine. But fast? Yeah, I hate doing it fast. Let's see if we can get on top of her. And it's also very, like, finicky right here. Yeah, I did it well. Let's go. Then you're on top of this wall, and then you can just basically skip the whole dungeon almost. You skip a lot of stuff. Not the whole dungeon, but you skip a lot of stuff. But hello there to you too. Gilded. Ah, taking damage by the Tektites. Classic. Okay, so this mini boss fight coming up is probably like absolutely the hardest one in this category, at least. It's coming up right here. Yeah, very clean. Very good. Emulate? What do you mean that, like, this is emulation? No, this is reacting to Ta0myo's new world record in Link's Awakening Switch any percent gilded. I just lost it. After 2 years of having this world record, I just lost it. So, yeah, huge shout out to Ta0myo. We're gonna give him a shout out after the reaction too. Okay, guys, coming up is by far the scariest and the hardest trick in this whole category. This is a trick I haven't missed the slightest. I hate this trick. It's so hard. And it's halfway into the run. Yeah, here we go again. Yeah, you know it. You know it. The thing with Ta0myo is that he's a beast at this trick. That is just disgusting. I'm not kidding. That is we're gonna look at that again. I mean, look at this. He does it. That is perfect. You can't do that faster. I mean, this was the cleanest early D6 I've ever seen in my life. So just as a comparison to what I did, he's doing fast early D6, which means that you basically just jump from one invis wall to the next, to the next, to the next, get onto the long wall, and there you go. The trick is over. It's like done in like 20 seconds. I didn't do this. I did, like back in the day, I did a full setup, a slow setup to get through it. So this strat, guys, saves like 35 seconds over what I did. If you look at my old like world record, the setup I did is way slower. Way slower. Yo, and what's up? So what Ta0myo does there is very, very hard to do. It's called fast early D6. It was Owensplat that currently developed it and got it. So shout out to Owen for that. Now Ta0myo has perfected this really. So not only does he do it, so there's a difference. You can do fast early D6, and then you can do fast early D6 really fast, and that's what Ta0myo does. I mean, look at this gameplay. It's crazy how good this is. So he gets this coyote jump first try. Look at that. First try. He doesn't stall at all. He just goes from one wall to the next, slides immediately. This is insanely tough to do. Like, he slides right away into the next corner. Into the next corner. Jumping into the next... Well, he stalls a tiny bit there. That must be the one tiny mistake with the early D6. Everything else was flawless. This was... I mean, look at this gold there. 54.46. That's his gold for this blitz. I think my gold for this blitz is a 135. Yeah, insane. Yeah, it is crazy. Like, his level of gameplay on this trick is just through the roof. So see, I think my goal here was a 135. So he saves 40 seconds over what I did. At least you still have one world record. Yeah, I still have the 100% world record gilded for this. And I have the glitchless 80% world record. So it's like... Yeah, and also Echoes of Wisdom. I also have the any percent no Hynix Warp world record, but let's see if we can nail it. He nailed the getting on top of the wall. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, he does this. That's really cool. It's really... that can be quite risky what he did there. Yeah, but again, I talked about this earlier, but like Ta0myo beating the world record in this category is I love that he did it. I'm so happy for him, and he really deserved it. And it's given me a lot of motivation to actually go back and play the game again. So yeah, I'm really happy he did it. Now we warp back to this entrance again. Oh, it doesn't even go along the chest like I do. I see. So a huge benefit of getting in the back door of D6 like we do here, guys, is you will obviously spawn at this entrance. And when you get on top of this wall, you can just pick up the L2 bracelet because we need it later in the run. And then we just We didn't fail it. No, it didn't. And then we can just go directly to the boss. Look at this. I don't know why he dashed there, but maybe he has a reason. You can just stay on top of the wall here. You don't even have to fight this boss. You just go down here. Easy clap. Let's go. This dungeon is so fast. I love it. Okay. So this is like really... Oh, he entered D6 in 29:05. That is a really good run. That is yeah. That is a very good time overall. If he's gonna do a run, you're right, Owens Blad. Like, no Hynix Warp is not even remotely close to optimized. That is a world record that can be pretty easily beaten. Especially when he's doing a fast LED6. He's gonna crush that world record if he... I also saw him learning it, but I haven't seen him play it after... yeah, basically the learning process. Maybe he picks it up now, though. We'll see. Yo, Miovsky, what's up? But did any glitch get discovered to cause this to happen? Or is it just solid execution? Oh, you mean like... you mean like... No, so Ta0myo is doing one trick that is significantly faster than what I did. He's doing something called fast LED6, which saves like 35 seconds, 40 seconds. But it's way harder. It's like way harder. Apart from that, though, not really, no. And we already, when I did runs back then, Miovsky, we already knew about fast LED6. It was just that, it was just too hard. I honestly thought... By the way, singing speeds up your gameplay. I should do that more. Yeah, but generally, no. Like, no new routes, new strats, except for Ta0myo doing that insanely hard trick that I actually thought maybe people couldn't do. Because it's so ridiculous how hard it is. But, yeah, Ta0myo's been nailing it. Yo, Extra, what's up? How are you? How was the rest of your run? Yeah, definitely. I mean, I play this category. I stopped playing this category for almost 2 years ago. There's been 2 years of development. So obviously stuff are gonna happen. But apart from that, I'm actually surprised we haven't found really any huge skips or anything. I thought maybe we will find some new stuff in 2 years, but not really. It's actually been a very consistent route. Yeah, so D5, guys, is basically just killing or defeating the Master Stalfos 3 times, get him into a specific room far to the left. Then we're gonna do a pretty cool trick, which is called Hookshot Rocket. And with that, you can actually get on top of the wall and skip the balls and everything. So that's the big trick of this dungeon. We're gonna take a look at it later. Run got ruined? No, got soft. No, are you kidding me, X-Ray? Sad, dude. I'm so sad to hear that. 16 hours in. Yeah, not like this. Holy. It does that pretty well. So in these rooms, you kind of want to defeat this guy, but also be close to the door, obviously, to leave very quickly on. Which can be really tricky to optimize. It's not the easiest thing to do. Oh, I haven't seen that before. I'm gonna start doing that. Look at that. That was cool. So you slash into the Stalfos here. Yeah. That's the new strat, guys. Easy world record now. I'm just kidding. Yo, Victor, what's up? I'm doing well. I've been having a cold for like the last 5 days. It's been getting better today, but apart from that cold, I've been doing good. Can't complain too much. Can you help me? Where do I find Richard in the village? Oh, you mean Richard in the house? You mean in the villa? Because I got invisible because I clipped in the same... Oh, really? So that's kind of really unlucky, X-Ray? Is that what you're saying? Sad. That's just so unlucky. Okay, guys, here's coming. So we have a setup to make this consistent. Let me see if he... Oh, we do it completely different. Oh, he messes it up. I think he can save it. Well, he definitely does save it. Otherwise, this wouldn't have been world record. If you mess up this... Okay, that worked. If you mess up this trick, it loses like 45, 50 seconds. It loses a lot of time. Then you do this, and get on top of the wall. It's kind of stupid. That jump is so... this is so tricky to do. I can't do that. I've been trying to do this for long, but I cannot do this. But it's so cool. That jump onto the platform, so cool. I got the 5 golden leaf to get into the 3rd temple. Yeah, so the villa, Victor, is pretty far down on the map. You know where you got the... where to put in the key for D3? For dungeon number 3? Just walk a little bit further down and you'll see this small house and then enter that house. And then you'll find Richard. Wait, did I... Oh. So he was... You're supposed to walk straight in here. I guess he made a mistake. Yeah. It's almost impossible to replicate. Really. Ah, it's just one of those runs that yeah, that was really unlucky, Extra. I'm sad to hear that. It's nice to have you back in Twitch. Thank you. Yeah. I haven't been streaming for over a week. Because first I was on vacation, but then I got sick on vacation, and I've just been sick ever since. Yeah, so guys, you use the hook shot to get on top of the wall, so you actually have to go back in and pick up the hook shot. It is possible to complete this category, and it's actually faster to do this category without the hook shot. It's just so much harder. And he got the clip. He got the clip. So this clip right here saves a significant amount of time, because you will spawn here and then you swim up and you're out. Yeah, no problem, Victor. Good luck. Good luck on your playthrough. No worries. Yeah, so again, you can skip the hook shot, but it's just very tough. You have to do some very tricky bomb jumps and stuff. Is this your first Zelda game? Mine was OT. My first Zelda game? That's a good question. I think maybe OT was my first Zelda game too, to be honest. This is definitely not my first, though. Okay, now we get the sign maze, guys. This is something you really want to focus on. Because in this game, for some reason, you can read the signs, but not fully read the signs. And then the game will like think you didn't read the sign properly, and then you go to the next sign, and then you have to start from all the way from the beginning again. So yeah, you don't want to do that. You want to make sure that you get an arrow on the text, just like it points an arrow, then you're good. Because it is possible to read the sign without really fully reading the sign, which is really stupid. I've lost world record pacers to this, so. Oh, it didn't pick up the pog. I thought maybe that it would have been risky to pick up that pod. Pick up that POW. Yeah, but I think OT was my first game, Victor. Honestly. And then A Link to the Past, and then this game. Obviously not Link's Awakening Switch, but Link's Awakening on Game Boy. It's kind of crazy when 2 years nobody has labbed hook shot. True, I agree. I agree. I thought that would be a thing, Owen, to be honest. I thought maybe like a couple of months after I got the world record and got the 56, someone would lab out hookshot ride. And yes, we didn't talk about hookshot ride. You saw the trick earlier where I said we do the hookshot rocket to get on top of the wall inside of D5. You can actually do a trick that is called hookshot ride instead. And what you do is actually you bring the hookshot on top of the wall, the thing with you, so you don't have to go back in and pick up the hookshot. Which is a lot faster, obviously. The problem is we can't make it consistent. It's just completely impossible. Snow Miser, a 100% speedrunner, really put in a lot of work to make that consistent. But he was, at best, I think 30% or something with consistency. It's just, yeah. I guess it can be a backup trick if your run is dead, but that's about it. Yeah, so now we got the frog song. We need the frog song to open up dungeon number 8, so that's why we pick it up. And we also need the rooster. We need the rooster for one specific thing. If we could skip the rooster here, it would save a lot of time. It's like real life sometime. Real sense, but forgot. But I said immediately, yeah. That sounds like me, to be honest. Yo, Toad, hope you're doing good. Oh, you're playing DX. Let's go. Good luck with that playthrough, Victor. I'm stuck on level 7 Eagle Tower. I can't do the puzzle, it's so hard. Yeah. Eagle Tower was probably, I agree, like Eagle Tower was the dungeon that I struggled the most with, Victor. So, yeah, and this is also cool about it, 80%. You actually learn the Ballad of the Windfish here, which is completely different from 100% and Glitchless. And we need this song, so the reason why we pick up this song is to open up the egg so we can actually get to end the game. So we absolutely need this song, we can't skip it. Someone could throw attempts at both fast LD6 on there. Exactly. That's, yeah, that's the thing, just like Owen says. Unless we can make hookshot, I'm not gonna consider going for hookshot ride. I haven't even learned it, to be honest. But maybe I'll lab it a little bit. I mean, but I think both you, Owen, and Snowmiser has put in a lot of work and still haven't gotten it consistent. You see the strat Ta0myo does there? It's so impressive. This is hard to do. I'm struggling with this, but it does this so clean. I need to practice it more. You can squeeze in between here and not get hit by that fox. It doesn't maybe look that hard, but it's pretty tough to do what he did there. That is definitely something I'm gonna practice and learn. I just gave up on it when I did runs 2 years ago. Let's see if we can do flame kip skip. First try, guys. This guy's a beast. Oh, he kills this one. This Draco before the fight. Throwing the balls at the walls in Eagle Tower. Oh, you mean you need to throw the balls at the pillars, Victor? Yeah. Yeah, that can be tricky, definitely. I mean, if you really want to know, though, you can just look up videos on YouTube, obviously. Anyways, good luck. I hope you figure it out. I can wait for the new warriors, new king. I'm not following. What is that? Oh, I didn't watch this fight at all. Sorry, guys. Reading chat too much. Oh, he doesn't... Wait! Let me see this fight from the beginning. He doesn't equip powder? Why doesn't he equip powder? You need powder here. Okay, pretty good so far. The fight itself. Oh, that was clean. He got in a really quick hit there. I want to see that again. It was here, I think. Yeah, that is a quick hit. I've never gone for that hit before. It's so cool to see other people actually playing this game at a high level, because everyone does everything a little bit different. Okay, but now he has to equip powder. So why didn't he do that immediately? That is a time loss. That is one optimization you gotta do in your next PV, Ta0myo. Maybe he just forgot, I don't know. Now, the Ta0myo warp, guys. Frame perfect trick. First try. This guy, he's a beast. This is incredible. That is a frame perfect trick in 60 FPS. What a champ, dude. Yo, Vela, what's up? Watching a world record that someone took from me. I watched it and I think, yep. I'm not capable of that and never gonna happen. Yeah, I know the feeling. I know the feeling. I hope you're doing good, Vela. Good to see you. Oh, Hyrule Warriors. Oh, that makes sense. I'm not too into those games, Gilded, to be honest. I don't know much about the lore or anything about those games, but I've heard a lot of good things about them. Yeah, so here we are, guys. Now we're gonna do a bomb clip with Rooster. And it does it very cleanly. Then you can get back here, basically. And it will just make this section, like, faster. And he got that jump first try. So this jump is quite tricky. Very easy to fail this jump, but he got it first try. Yeah, so basically you just want to get from D8 to D7, and this is just the fastest way to do it. Oh, he only has half a heart. I just realized. That makes sense, though. Yeah, that makes complete sense, because he did a bomb clip. Yeah, that makes sense. He should have half a heart. It would have been weird if he had more. 120 FPS Hynix warps. I'm so curious, Owen. I'm so curious. Holy crap. Well, if you can adjust the graphics, maybe you can play like 2K, 4K and 60 FPS, and that would actually be beneficial. Or maybe 120 makes it easier somehow. Who knows? It's gonna be so much fun to experiment with that. Okay, now we're gonna do another hard trick. That's not very hard, but it's decently hard. You can definitely fail it. And if you fail this trick, it is so punishing. Oh, I thought it went too far out, but he actually didn't. It's more lenient than I remember, to be honest. And also here, you can do this air climb and just jump up here. And instead of going all the way around into the caves and everything, you can just skip everything. And get to D7 really quickly. Hyrule Warriors for fans. I can change speedrun on Switch 2. It's going to be interesting to see what Switch 2 does to all speedrunning when it comes to all games. Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. I don't know about Hyrule Warriors. Will they get free upgrades like this game? Maybe they will. Actually, not sure. Anyways, guys, now we're coming... Now we're getting into the most scary thing in the whole run. This is like the final huge barrier to get a run going. This is a frame perfect trick at a high level. It's not a frame perfect trick, but if you want to go for anything close to world records, you need to get the optimal frame here. And the thing with this Hynix warp is that there's really no good visual cue. With the D8 Hynix warp, which we did in D8, the visual cue is amazing. It's awesome. That's good. You did that really well. But with this is so precise and hard that it's basically luck, at least in my opinion. It's just either you get it or you don't. That's how I see it. I lost a ton of runs here. But obviously here he gets it, because otherwise he wouldn't have been a world record. It's impossible to get. You lose a full minute if you don't get this optimal frame. This is the optimal frame. You just get warped directly into the instrument room, and that's it. And his reaction now. Sorry. Assuming we won't have a support for 120, all the specific games. Yeah, maybe. It could have 1K 120 though, but I don't know. I have no idea. Lots of split leaderboards. That might be it. That might be a thing. Or it will not get split, and it will just be a time save. Who knows? I have no idea. Hard part, definitely. Oh, it did this trick. This is pretty tricky. But it saves a significant amount of time. So instead of swimming, you can just dash here and do this jump. It saves... I can't remember. It's like 5 seconds or something. It doesn't use the rooster for cave skip from bird. Oh, really? What do you... Do you slide or something on it? I can't remember what you do then. Yeah, this is still used, yeah. Wait, you found that, Toad? Are we still talking about the D7 Onyx Warp? You found that. That's so cool. Like that trick is... The precision of D7 Onyx Warp is like... It's insane how precise that trick is. Not the one the bomb bar shot before. Okay, cool, awesome. Yeah, because I know I wasn't there when it was found, but I know that there was a lot of people working on the setup, like together and stuff, and probably like there was a lot of cooperation. Some people found that, some people found this, like this and that, together. But it's really cool that you found that bomb barrel shot. And yeah, we still use it. Owen Splatter has been working on a different setup to make it to basically have more frames without success so far. Which is sad, because that trick is just so rough. Land on Invis walls, a slide instead of using Rooster. Wow. I mean, that is faster. I need to look at what you do, Owen. But it might be a lot riskier, I imagine. Yeah, that was a pretty clean fight. So the pressure on this point, like on this point of the run, the pressure is just through the roof. When I was on world record pace here, because you know so well at this point that you passed early D6, you passed D8 Onyx Warp, D7 Onyx Warp. Yeah, you did the D2 Onyx Warp at the beginning. It's like, if you don't nail this stuff, you're gonna be spending the next weeks to get a run going to this point again, at least. Maybe even months, you know? It takes forever to get a pacer all the way up to this and have a chance, basically. Yeah, it is. I agree with Owen there. I love his reaction, though. It's really hype. And anyways, just to... Yeah, so we need to talk about this too. The thing is that the run is not over. So even if you nail everything, the problem with this fight, the final fight, is that we got Aghanim. And if you know Aghanim from A Link to the Past, well, this guy is a little bit better, but it's not a lot better. It's basically the same thing. You have blue balls, you have red balls. Blue balls waste time. Red balls, you can reflect them back and damage him, right? In this game, you can get anything between 1 and 9 blue balls. And anything between like 1 and 4 is the most common ones. Actually, 1 is the most common one, but I never seem to get it. But like if you get anything from 1 to 4, you should be decently happy. The problem is if you get 9 or 8, but it's rare, but it can happen, you lose a lot of time. So, and also like the final... That's some singing, guys. Okay, he actually did it. I was like, he's not gonna go that high, but he did. Gambling time, yeah. It definitely is. Oprah, yeah. Gen is hard mini boss, yeah. Like you get really used to Gen, the Gen phase in this boss fight, but he can definitely be a bit tricky. Gen is one of those phases in this fight. If you mess him up, if you messed up that phase up, it will probably kill your run. But I mean, with enough practice, I don't really worry that much about it. But because with enough practice, it's gonna be consistent. Okay, he does a different pattern. So left, I did not expect that. Is this pattern faster, Owen? I did not expect this. Well, it is what it is. This is world record pace. Prage, guys. Prage for Ta0myo. Yeah, this is world record. This is the new world record by Ta0myo. He got it, yeah, 10 days ago or something. Nah, like 8 days ago. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's actually the new world record. Ruben doesn't have the world record anymore. It's over, guys. It's finally over. Okay, Aghanim. Aghanim. How many blue balls? How many blue balls you guys think Ta0myo got? That's interesting that he does that. Maybe that... Yeah, that's probably not a bad strat. Get us 1 blue ball. 1 and 2. Alright. 1 blue ball. 2 blue balls. Maybe Mulp is right. 3 blue balls. This is still fine. This is still fine. Okay. I mean, obviously we know he's not going to get a lot of them. 3 blue balls. That was the exact same number that I got. You got 3 blue balls. Just like I did. The exact same amount. Oh, almost too early. Okay, did it. Nice. Here's the Ganon face. If he messes this up, he can very easily kill you around. He's obviously not going to do it. Easy clap. Let's go. 3 pog, yeah. So this phase is pretty easy. You just spin slash. Now let's see if he actually gets the triple shot. The triple shot is... It's both a little bit RNG and to actually get it, but it's also like very hard to execute. Didn't get it there. He has a lot of arrows, I just realized. Didn't get it. It doesn't... No, he's not gonna get it. He's fine though. I mean, triple shot saves like 5-6 seconds. There we go. GG's. GG's, Ta0myo. That is the new world record, guys. Let's go. World record is dead, indeed. Is he in a call with someone? I think he's in a call with someone. Yeah. Yeah, it's I mean, this reaction, I mean, if you get to this point and don't have a huge reaction after such a long grind, yeah, there's something wrong with you. Yeah, absolutely amazing that he got the world record. Let me just catch up with Chad. So 1 more blue ball and it might not have been a world record, right? You're right! Because 1 blue ball is like 5-6 seconds. Yeah, it could have been actually not world record if you got 4. That is so true. I didn't even think about that, but that's so true. New challenge, yeah. Yeah, so just like we talked about, actually getting a run, guys, all the way to the end without any huge mistakes in this category is... Yeah, it's crazy. It is such a tough category. This is absolutely no category where you can get the world record by accident. It just doesn't happen. You need to put in a lot of grind. I feel like that's very true with any Zelda game, to be honest. Like, a lot of Zelda games are really tough, generally. Yeah, but that's the new world record. A 56:45. He beat the world record by 5 seconds. My 56:50 is 1 year and 9 months old or something. Does he play the whole credits? Yeah, he does. So obviously, yeah, the one little fellow will be. Yeah, absolutely. Like, especially when it comes to the Hynix warps and stuff. It's like, especially the D7 one, you just need to get the frame perfect one, and that's basically at a high level, you just gotta either you get it or you don't. There it is what it is, right? Oh, it's like 7+ seconds. Wow. So it's, yeah. In this game, I feel like it's more like 5-6. But it really depends on the pattern as well, Vela, obviously. Can you get more than 9 blue balls in LADX, though? Is that possible? Or is that only for this game? Maybe that was changed in this game. I don't know. Yeah, but I'm curious to see what Ta0myo is going to do in the future now. Because obviously he can keep on pushing this category. Or he can pick up something else. I mean, there's a lot of cool categories in this game. You can do no Hynix warp, you can do glitchless, you can do 100%. You can pick up a different game, obviously. So, yeah. Very curious to see what Ta0myo does. So make sure to give Ta0myo a follow. Yeah, incredible. Especially that early D6, dude. I feel like it's just disgusting how good he is at that trick. Absolutely disgusting. What a beast, dude. Oh, 27? So it's like infinite? It did. Wow. Yeah, that's punishing. Oh, it's unlimited? Yeah. Oh, 17. Okay. But it's unlimited. Sick. That's crazy. I didn't know about that. I know in A Link to the Past, there's even a limit in A Link to the Past. I think 15 is the absolute limit. There's just impossible to get more. But actually being unlimited, theoretically, in Link's Awakening DX, interesting. Yeah, so that was my reaction to the new world record. Now, what is happening in the future? Should I go back to this? And I guess the answer is yes. Why shouldn't I? I finally have motivation. I can start grinding this game. Learn fast LDS6 and pick up this category again. Again, I haven't played this category in almost 2 years, but and also Switch 2 is coming up, which may potentially have a lot of time save for this category and other categories. So I feel like it's a very good time to go back to this game. They manipulate 0 blue balls. Oh, in LA, like not LADX, but actually LA they manipulate it. Really, not sure about LADX. Okay. Oh, they manipulate now? Cool. Yeah, that's the video. Okay, cool. Well, that was that.